Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Oh, it's Dembele. He has found a way through. No, he's not getting past him there. And it's Messi. Thinks about the shot. Now this could be a chance. Not the most accurate pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Batistuta. Played into space. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Played out to the left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. They've won a corner. Fenerbahce with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Messi, just eases him off the ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. Kokchu plays it short. Played out wide. Tries to pass it through. Fires it in low. Oh, good-looking ball. And now they can spring out of defence. This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. So we're still where we started right now. Barcola. It's come to nothing. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, no joy this time. Oh, they can break here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Okazaki has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Howson cuts it out. Approaching the half-hour mark. Hazard. Neymar. And this is Messi. Messi, Ibrahimovic, and it's De Jong. It's a really well-measured ball, and he's gone searching cross-field. Barcola is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through, and he's cut it out. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's picked his way through. Rodri. Messi. Batistuta. Out towards the flank. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And we'd like to
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Cerezo Osaka are probably feeling relatively good.
Tries a shot! It's hit the upright. Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Ibrahimovic duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And this is Dembele, and he's on his way. Oh, look, shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected.
Takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cook-Chu with the short one. And here's Barcola. And it's Cook-Chu. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Messi. And that's a good ball. Ibrahimovic! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's found a way through. Lovely bit of skill. Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great chance! He scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Number 4.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Serginho, number 7.
It's a goal kick.
Substitution.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Stood up well to him there. Messi.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Fernandez. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Solar, and Solar! And that has faded wide.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Pedri gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Fernandez. Hakimi. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. He's away! Goes for a shot! He has done it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. That is good strength, and he's managed to get free. Zola. Oh, this is a terrific run. That's good play. Oh, the movement is slick. Fernandez is fouled. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
6 added minutes has been
Looking for the run. Zola calmly anticipates. Ferdinand. Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Mbappe. Oh, this is a great position. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Zola. He is through here. Zola. That's very neat. Zola on a charge down the left. Very nicely done. Yildiz. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. So we're up and running.
This guy Marco Reus is going to be so important here, Peter. He's the one who has to be the outlet as the team push forward. He'll often drop into that number 10 position, offering support to his teammates. He's just constantly on the move, creating space, keeping defenders occupied, dragging people all over the place.
It's quite impressive actually, isn't it, the workload he is willing to take on when you consider that he is the team's main creative force, the goal threat too.
Yeah, but he can do it all. He's that good.
Very nicely done. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And they're quick to get it back. So what can they make of this? Tries to pass it through. Oh, it's Dembele. Chance for a shot! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Passing is crisp and sharp. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Lam. Lovely pass, but can he get... He's had a shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The goal scorer.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's shifting through the gears here. Terrific header. And he hits the net. Into the lead once more. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And the pass is intercepted. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a nicely weighted pass. And the shot! It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. Neymar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lam tries making a foray down the right. Kagawa. Now it's Reus. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's in on goal. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Takes on his marker. And this is Messi. Oh, that's nice. Real chance here. That is lovely. And this is Ibrahimovic. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Thuram. And it's Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
So now the difference is 3. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, what has happened here? Kagawa. Now Cruyff. Just eases him off the ball. Dembele. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Now that the latest travel
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. Here we go again. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lahm. Now that's well seen too. Rodri looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Kagawa. Rummenigge. And it's Vieira. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And it's Vieira. And here's Kagawa. And the shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. And we have our very first corner. Royce goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. And this is Neymar. He's picked his way through. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, that's clever. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
52.
And it's Lahm. Neymar. Neymar takes a look up. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. quality ball. Seedorf. Cruyff. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nice control. And it's De Jong. Neymar is onto this. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Substitution.
And it's been taken short. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi stood up well to him there. Seedorf. And it's Kagawa. Kagawa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Doku. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can he beat his man? He's free, he has got space. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Lahm. Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Doku looking to be a menace in the final third.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Kagawa. Coming on to replace him is number 22, Zico.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Royce. Seedorf. Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now there's a fine ball. Bale! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Piercing, and with a terrible pass. He has found the way through. Who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Seedorf with the foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. For 70 years or thereabouts, this place has borne witness to some truly special moments in sport on this continent. Little surprise, the Estadio Olimpico Universitario was once dubbed the most important building in modern America. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he latch on to this?
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Dembele. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet. Takes a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That's really well manoeuvred. Roberto Carlos. Oh, well played, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball.
Sola! It's hit the upright. Rodri. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Engages and forces him off the ball. Zola. No outsmarting him this time. Zola was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers... Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Rijkaard has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And Messi! And he's done it! The breakthrough strike! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide. And he's got his range wrong there. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rodri.
Cerezo and Xhaka are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nice, ended up in no man's land. You knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Rodri. And that has left him in a heap. Neymar takes a look up, showing good feet. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Pedri with the short one. Oh, that's neat. Dembele proves just a little... There's the shot! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Roberto Carlos. And here's Messi. Great vision. Look at the space here. Oh, that's real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again, in double quick time. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And the counter is on. Ferdinand pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Neymar driving through the middle. Goes down, but nothing given. Ferdinand demonstrating his defensive quality there. Neymar.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That'll be a throw-in. And the first half is done. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Cerezo Osaka absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And he was alert to it. And this is Dembele. Yamal. Played out towards the right wing. Played out to the right. He has found the way through. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ah, such a clever touch. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Dembele. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And he's straight offside. Now it's Neymar. Very nicely done. He's got away. Now can he... And the shot! And it's in! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The Estadio Universitario, one of Mexico's leading venues since the 1960s, which has featured so heavily in competitions international, intercontinental, but it is primarily the home of Tigres. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And here's Hullet. It's a sharp pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Dembele.
Such good technique.
Dembele. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well timed, excellent interception. No way through. Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now there's a fine ball. Best! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brazil looking to pass their way through. Best. Oh, this is a very good run. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Real chance here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, for a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that's a good ball. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's having a go! And the counter is on. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Neymar. And it's Davids. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Dembele. Best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neither side yet able to find the net. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Best. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Played out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good-looking ball. And he shoots!
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Look at the space here. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And the return pass. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. De Jong gets a foot in here. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, sweet feet. Best. Good, strong midfield running here. Chance! Oh, a decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Cerezo and Xhaka really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rodri, De Jong. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Thuram, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rijkaard cuts it out, and it's Messi. Messi is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. And he's been shifted off it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Still just a single goal between the sides. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! No mistake! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And now he has two. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Número 21. Entran número 14, número 11, número 77.
Pedri
Número
plays it
8.
short.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Pedri, he's shifting through the gears here. He might be in here. Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. Pepe. Now it's Bale. It's Bale! Rijkaard.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Looking to play him in. That's been slipped through. He's found a way through. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cruyff. Now it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chance here to counter. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, well played. He got back really well. Pedri.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Messi does really well to win the ball there. Davids. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And here's Bellingham. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's picked his way through.
Neymar really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. That is lovely. Neymar! He scores! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. It looked as though he'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's Bale. Messi. That is good strength. He has found the way through. That's that, the end. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. This is, of course, the Azteca, a stadium that evokes so many memories. And if you wonder to what I am referring, you need only look back at the commemorative bronze plaques of the game of the century, the goal of the century. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That's a little off target. And they can counter here. Messi powering forward here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Ibrahimovic, and the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Ibrahimovic deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's had a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Dembele, just the goalkeeper to beat. Great chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Pedri. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. He won't be happy with that one. Messi. Neither side yet able to find the net. And here's Pato. Oh, what a ball! The Netherlands have got it back and they'll have another go. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Pull it. Pepe makes the interception. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Dembele. He's picked his way through. Best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Del Piero is the guilty party there.
Cerezo Osaka are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Maldini calmly anticipates. Can he get on the end of this? And Del Piero! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And now they can spring out of defence. Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now who's going to be first to this? Bellingham is always looking to break lines. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Over to the left, Bellingham. Roberto Carlos gets into some space. Pedri. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's running through. And this is Dembele. Can he finish? It's in!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Cambio.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That pass isn't the best.
This is the time you need that pace.
Roberto Carlos. And that's another good win of the ball. That has been cut short. Raul is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And that has left him in a heap. No foul, says the referee.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That is a brilliant interception. Corner number 2 then. And he hits the net. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
The Netherlands grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, what has happened here? It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for a runner.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! Oh, this looks sharp.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Best. He is through here. Chance, surely! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
It's their
Número
second
9.
corner of the game.
Número 8. Número 18. Entran número 11. Número 77. Número 14. Se está realizando un cambio.
Neymar with the short one. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Carlos. Some really decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Zola looking to be a menace in the final third. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Hullet. Roll in acres of space out wide. Hullet. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. And this is Bale.
Might want to be careful there. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Lovely, now then. And he's there to belt it away. The Netherlands needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira wins the duel this time. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Pinches it off him. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's Neymar. Now this could be a chance. Threads one in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Roberto Carlos. It's a threatening ball. Zola.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Bale. Now it's Messi.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Thuram. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away! And the referee brings it to a close. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And for those unfamiliar with it, this is the 48,000-seater Estadio Akron, one of the principal venues for 2026. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best of his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Quick look, then plays it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Dembele. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He might be in here. It's Ibrahimovic, and he's done it.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Eintracht Frankfurt are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ekitike! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Played back into the centre. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's bustling through here. It's Dembele! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. That has not gone well. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. Rodri. Best. Best driving forwards. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. It's a promising position. Takes a shot! Raul in the hunt and looking threatening. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Raul. He is through here. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken. That's really well manoeuvred. Back into the middle. And it's Messi. Knocks it out wide. Can he get it through? Raul. That's a throw. Messi. Pedri. Raul. Messi. He has a look up. Ferdinand deals with that. Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's looking wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! Oh, such a clever touch. He's found some space. And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He shifted it to the flank. Well read, and the danger is averted. Best, and he was quick to react. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Ibrahimovic. And here's Raul. Well seen, saw that coming. Nicely spread.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Here we go again then. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. And the pass is intercepted. It's a throw-in. Pedri. Rodri. It's been slipped through. Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? And it's Locatelli. No, it's come to nothing. Now he's off and running. Oh, it's Dembele. Best.
Oh, great feat, that.
There's the header! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different...
And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Jordan Henderson. Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And he's opted for the long pass. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good for him.
Ibrahimovic! contest. It is a landslide. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 9.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That's a shade optimistic. Rodri, Pele looking to be a menace in the final third. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Locatelli did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He has found the way through. Oh, strongly challenged there. Yamal. And it's made its way to him. He's found the way through. And he's picked out the run. Can he finish? It's in! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Eintracht Frankfurt grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. And they can counter here. Now it's Messi. Now it's Pele. Bale. Real chance! He has done it! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as
Pele gets through on his own, and the shot! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Zola. Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Bale. He's a sharp little ball here. And a chance! They've done it! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And this is Bale. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Opts to play it back. It's a threatening ball. 5 minutes to add. And he's quick to snatch it back. It's not an especially good pass, that. Played out towards the right wing. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rodri. That's a sharp pass. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Locatelli. Raul. Messi. And Yamal. Now, he's got space here. And now they can clear their lines. And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It is quite a scene here in this grand Coliseum bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. So off we go then. Now it's Goulet, and that's been intercepted. Goulet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's picked his way through. Neymar. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Bui. Great ball if he can get there. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Aubameyang. Zakaria. Goulet. Goulet going face-to-face with his great rival. And Torreira. Neymar. Here's a chance! Oh, it rattles the bar! Best. And they can counter here. Spread out to the left. Oh, such a clever touch. Real chance here. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Zakaria. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Zakaria. Dembele. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Taken back almost at once. Still goalless. That has ended up in no man's land. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, nice one too, very nice. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Cerezo Osaka really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
He's in a great position here. And he's gone backward here. And this is... It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Goulet knocks it into space, gets into some space. Now it's Aubameyang, little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Now what about a counter-attack? Best, and the shot! Goal! There is the breakthrough!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So we have our breakthrough. Dembele! And he hits the net! It again in double quick time.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Batasagi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was a given. It always was.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
A case now of complete control. There's the shot! In he goes again. No mistake. Again, in a trice, and they are... And the half-time whistle goes. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
So we're just settling back into this second half. And it's Torreira. Out to the left it goes. Zakaria. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zakaria showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Back into the middle. Looking for options for movement. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, terrific save.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Neymar.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Distributed tidily. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now that's a lovely exchange. And a chance! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it's seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
It's become a case of men against boys.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Might want to be careful there.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Best, a player who needs no introduction. But Isagi gets across to intercept that. Torreira. Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Neymar. Foot in. Now, can they get him away? Looking to play him in. He's being urged to shoot. Upamecano did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Messi. He is through here. Driving forward. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And claimed it back swiftly. No way through, so back it comes. Decent chance! They've done it! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 18.
So, time for changes
Número
on
9.
both sides, actually.
Número 21. Número
And again, they run up
66.
against stubborn defending.
Entran número 14. Número 11. Número 77. Número 8.
Messi in
Número
acres
6.
of space out wide.
Se está
He's
realizando
got
un
away.
cambio.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh no, what has happened here? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good ball, good take. Now it's Neymar.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Vieira. And it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Plenty to aim at here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Neymar cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
The final 5 minutes. Now it's Neymar. He's found the way through. Big chance! Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Messi plays it short. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Perisic. And it's Neymar. That's Rabiot. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. He has found the way through.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de
Asensio.
compensación.
And the counter is on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, here we go. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Fenerbahce with another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar goes on a charge down the left. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now there's a probing ball. Not the most accurate pass. Zico. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and...
Up he goes! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Now it's Messi. He is through here. He's having a shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Dembele. Oh, well measured. He's being urged to shoot. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Quarter of an hour played. Ibrahimovic takes control of it and he's on the move.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's out for a goal kick. Now that looks a decent ball. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Neymar, and he welcomes it in, and he's managed to get free. Big chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pedri with the short one. Showing good feet. Zola wins the duel this time. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm plays it in.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pedri. And this is Dembele. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He rises! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Pete.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Dembele thinks about the shot. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Solar, he's shifting through the gears here. He's gone for goal!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Pato. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Pato. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's intervened well there. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He's found the way through. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure.
Oh no, this does not look good. And the finish! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Header! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, Red, nice interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Pele. He's a sharp little ball here. Shoots! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Oh, Waters takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Zanetti calmly anticipates. Seedorf. Shot could be on. Spread out to the left.
Ajax clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Dembele picks it up out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Strong running down that left flank. Pele producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. It's a promising position. Swept in. Neymar. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Zanetti. Not the most convincing of passes. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Neymar. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Messi. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
There will be one.
Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
And just a quick reminder today to
well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, really cute, what a lovely series. Big chance! And he hits the net! It is no contest, it is a landslide.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no...
Gets his head on it! He's put it wide. Out to the left it goes. He's making a real surge on the left. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Substitution.
Oh, that's nice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Time and again they are repelled. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And no, he's seen through all of that. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Konate. And it's Ronaldinho. Pepe was in no mood for any of that. Now it's Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. And this is Bale. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale, and this is Bale. Tries a shot! It's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
It's become a case of men against boys. And this is Ronaldinho. Lovely feet. And that's been drilled in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Their confidence in their crossing is deserting them when they need it most now.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Best. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Seedorf. Best. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Seedorf. Mateus. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Ronaldinho. Some really good ball movement. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mateus stood his ground strongly. Into the last 5 minutes. Cruyff. And he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ronaldinho. Mateus is onto it in a flash. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Seedorf concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. So here comes the substitution.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Oh, well measured. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, right place, right time. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Truly colourful scenes here. Apt indeed for one of the most diverse and multicultural cities. That is Amsterdam. And those inside this shimmering arena demand the very best. So that's got things underway.
Claude Makelele is, in my opinion, a player that revolutionised the role of the defensive midfielder. He highlighted the importance of the ugly side of the game.
The original and still perhaps the best.
I'd say so. Many have tried to emulate him, but nobody's managed it.
Ferdinand cuts it out. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It is a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Pedri with the short one. And there's the shot! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Beckham. Beckham goes on a charge down the left. He's in a great position here. Pedri wins the duel this time.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's a good ball out wide. Cristiano Ronaldo. That is a brilliant interception. Danger averted for now. Pass somewhat off target. Quarter of an hour played.
Might want to be careful there.
Dembele has been caught there, it's a foul. Pedri. Good read, needed to be.
Cerezo Osaka really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Rodri. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard given the lift of his goal. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, good ball. Oh, well played. Vieira. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And he cuts out the supply. Beckham. Pedri, played out to the left flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Araujo. Can he get on the end of this? Rodri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And now the breakaway. Back into the middle. And he was quick to react. That's a sharp pass. And this is Adriano. Rijkaard. Ferdinand. Now it's Dembele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Del Piero. He won't be happy with that one. Beckham. Adriano. Oh, that was vital. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Dembele. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is just about within shooting range. Beckham. Now it's Del Piero. Looking for options for movement. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
It's hit the upright. Oh no, he's got that wrong. He's got away. Rijkaard clears. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Please take this opportunity.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Dembele! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Cerezo Osaka clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pedri, good strong midfield running here. And the shot! He's scored! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's quick to snatch it back. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Has a look and place it forward. Pull it. That's been slipped through. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pedri with the cross. That's a decent clearance.
Rodri. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, this looks sharp. Makaleli. Galatasaray are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that...
It's Adriano! Goal! Galatasaray! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Galatasaray get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Rodri, coming on the field,
Corner number 2 then.
Johan Cruyff, number 9, Ibrahimovic, Zola, number 77, Neymar, number 21, Frenkie de Jong.
Neymar goes short. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Vieira. Makaleli. Knocks it into space. Pedri crosses. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And this is Zola. And he welcomes it in. And he's away. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck and get...
Can he finish?
Galatasaray really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Van Dijk makes the interception. And it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Lofted upfield.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
The final 5 minutes. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he was alert to it. De Jong. And here's Cruyff.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Galatasaray clearly didn't help themselves by telling...
Sola! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Pedri crossed into the box. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And for those unfamiliar with it, this is the 48,000-seater Estadio Akron, one of the principal venues for 2026. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Peter, we're very fortunate to be in the presence of Gianfranco Zola.
One of Italy's most beautiful footballers ever.
No doubt. And he brings such a natural, instinctive feel to a game with his freedom of movement and his dazzling ball skills.
Oh, it's Dembele.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Neymar with the short one. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Pele! Rodri simply refused to be outdone there.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Solar. Best. And that's another throw. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now that's well seen too.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good take in a good area. He's played it back. Messi could move up a gear here. Now it's Messi. Cafu looking to run onto it. Goal! Ukraine! And it's Ukraine who take the lead. Ukraine have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to...
Best! Now, us fallen kindly here. It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And this is Ibrahimovic, skillfully cut out. He is so... Shoots! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pele looking to be a menace in the final third. Looking for the run. Good ball, good take. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's been caught on it! Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And again! It's in! And the comeback is complete! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Best! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Passing is crisp and sharp. Best. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Best! Vieira gets rid without sufficient... And that'll be the final action of the first half. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are back on the way. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi, and it's Rodri. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Pelé. They just took too long getting forward.
Dembele simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Now it's Dembele, and he was quick to react. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good strength.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's had it nicked away. Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zola. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Neymar driving forwards. Neymar! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Cafu does really well to win the ball there. Can he spark a counter here? Rodri.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Zola. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pelé. And he thumps it clear. Pelé. Turns back here, probably the best option. Looks a good ball through. He's got away. He's through and all alone. Messi! Relentless! Just relentless! up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Simplicity itself.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Número 99. Número 66.
And the keeper beats it away.
Número 14. Número 22. Número 9. Número 6.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi has it in a wide position. That's good play. Now this could be... Takes a shot! Sticks it away! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he's cut it out. And the pass is intercepted. He's being urged to shoot. He is through here. And Messi! They've done it! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance here to counter. And here's Zola. And he welcomes it in. And he's... Chance, surely! Really well taken goal. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And he skips past his man, and he's managed to get free. And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The Urbano Caldera is located slap bang in the middle of a residential district here in Villa Belmiro. It is certainly a venue which has a lovely homely feel to it. There's the whistle. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it were.
Exactly.
Ribéry. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked out the run. He's found a way through. Shot, surely!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
De Jong with the short one. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. And this Batistuta, and Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham to take it as usual.
Yeah, it may not seem important, but it is. I think the first corner can always set the tone. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Albert Ferrer. Beckham.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. And he's in on goal. He goes for a shot! Messi! From another planet! He's got himself an absolute peach. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his...
Terrific header! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football.
Big chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Messi gets through on his own. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Casillas will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably...
That's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Real chance! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Pete.
Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Fortuitous. It's another own goal. That is crazy.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
It is a corner, good chance. This their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Albert Ferrer has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Beckham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pinches it off him. Vinicius Junior. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Ball's gone out of play. It's going to be another throw. Rodri, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, really well played.
And here's Dembele. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Beckenbauer has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.